That's exactly right. We've seen multiple people try to get out in the water here and test the water, as you like to say. You know, not going too far out, probably ankle to knee-high depth. All right, guys, we're out here at Jag Day, and as you can see, fans are pretty excited, but I think it's the players that might be more excited. That's right, from Bay Minette all the way down to Gulf Shores and everywhere in between in this county. Today's announcement from the governor will have long-term effects on the entire county. Here at Glen Lakes Golf Club, they have put even more emphasis on the practice of social distancing. Well, it was just 10 years ago that these beaches and the local economy of Gulf Shores faced a different economic crisis in the BP oil spill. New Year's Day in Alabama for the past 10 years, fans have watched either Auburn or Alabama vie for a national title. This year, a little different, but some of the most loyal fans still came out and watched their favorite team. For the first time in 4 years, the battle for the belt was not won by the road team, as the Jags were defeated by the Troy Trojans tonight 37-13 here in Troy, Alabama. A monumental game, as Coach Cottrell put it. The Leopards just fall on the wrong end of it in the Class 3A state title game. Tomorrow, there's two more teams from the Mobile-Baldwin County area, as UMS Wright and Spanish Fort both will play in their respective state title games. Well, on days where the Jags aren't under the covered facility, they use another form of protection against this heat. It's an athletic trainer. Kerry Curtis now has 8 state titles to his name, 3 in the past 3 years, and the most in Alabama high school history. UMS will look to extend its 33-game winning streak next year in Class 5A. That's right, the 2019 Sun Belt Conference football season got kicked off here today. Coaches and players from all across the country descended upon New Orleans for the conference's annual media day. Put away the golf clubs and grab a soccer ball, because in this sport, all you need is a good kick. Well, when you think of long walks on the beach, you probably don't think of a 40-foot sailboat being washed up on it. But for many Orange Beach residents and visitors to the Gulf Coast, it's exactly that. Well, there's a new game. Better yet, there's more games in town that are driving new business to the Gulf Coast. In the head-to-head between the two conferences of the Sun Belt and the MAC, the Sun Belt leads 6-4, having won 6 of the last 7 and 4 straight in the series. They're looking to do that tonight. Let's get to those highlights. Well, it was just 10 years ago that these beaches and the local economy of Gulf Shores faced a different economic crisis in the BP oil spill. Gulf Shores resident Tara McMeans remembers moving to Gulf Shores back in 2010, looking forward to starting her new business right when the BP oil spill occurred.
There was uncertainty about what it was going to do for our economy. And here we are, fast forward. There's a lot of similarities in what's going on in our own local economy.
That same year would be the first year for the now annual Hangout Music Fest. The music festival has grown into an estimated $40 million economic impact for the county and region.
We need events like this to support our economy. Unfortunately, I don't think any event has a choice in this matter.
But the growth of the festival has come with scrutiny and concerns from local residents throughout the years. This year, the city put conditions on the permit related to staging of the festival to eliminate loud noise, illegal parking, and trespassing on private property. As for the future of the festival and the local economy, residents say it may never be the same.
Really have an effect on the restaurants and people that rent these houses out. I mean, it's a big weekend for them.
In Gulf Shores, Colin Cahill, NBC 15 News. Here at Glen Lakes Golf Club, they have put even more emphasis on the practice of social distancing. As beaches sit empty, basketball courts and parks that are closed, people living in Baldwin County are hard-pressed to find much to do. One option is to hit the links.
A lot of people coming out, bringing their kids out to take a break during the day, and some new players that have not played golf, because this is one of the few things that you can do right now.
Everything is closed, the restaurants, the movie theaters, everything's closed. So they look forward to coming to the golf course and seeing their friends.
The process of keeping everyone safe starts well before the golfers ever tee it up.
Only allowing 4 people in the clubhouse at one time. There are sanitation methods that we're using on the golf carts, where we're sanitizing all steering wheels, seats, gear shifts before a golf cart goes out for everyone's safety.
And for some snowbirds like Nancy Schuster, who have been playing golf for over 30 years now, staying here in Alabama was the only option.
There's nothing to go home to. There is no golf course. So we're hoping the golf course stays open here, and we're hoping everybody follows all the rules and regulations so that we will stay open.
Golfers are limited to 1 person in a golf cart, and they will find something different as they make their way around the course.
Take the flags out. We don't touch the flags. There's no sand buckets on the company carts.
And stopping by the Bunker Cafe, that's no longer an option.
After golf, we usually would go in and have a beverage and some conversation. Now, sometimes everybody just goes home.
In Foley, Colin Cahill, NBC 15 News. New Year's Day in Alabama. For the past 10 years, fans have watched either Auburn or Alabama vie for a national title. This year, a little different, but some of the most loyal fans still came out and watched their favorite team.
Or Eagle, hey!
Roll Tide, baby, oh, Roll Tide!
Alabama and Auburn fans came together on New Year's Day to watch both teams play in bowl games at the same time at the Hangout in Gulf Shores. Months after the 2019 Iron Bowl, both sides still have no love lost for each other, and we're both getting used to not being on the big stage during this time of the year.
It's a little different, but they're still going to get the job done, so it doesn't matter.
We got number 12 Auburn, and number 13 Alabama playing today, so that's a nice change. We're looking forward to this.
That was a tough pill to swallow. We're here, we're playing on New Year's Day, and we'll definitely, hopefully not be playing on New Year's Day next year.
Fans were treated to live music and a lot of cheering during both games today, but some fans were already looking forward to next year.
I'm watching Alabama and Auburn. I'm rooting for both, and they can look out because we're taking it back next year.
In Gulf Shores, Colin Cahill, NBC 15 News. Athletic trainers are the first line of defense when it comes to protecting players in the hot mobile heat. More than a dozen medical personnel ranging from athletic trainers to EMS responders cover the field as the Jaguar football team practices in its fall camp. Stefano credits the communication with the coaching staff as being one of the best ways to keep players safe.
Like days like today, we know it's going to be hot, so they built an extra break, at the beginning of practice when we do a team break, kind of about halftime, say, or about 3/4 into practice, kind of based off the temp, so we kind of cool these guys off as best we can.
Jags head football coach Steve Campbell stresses the importance of staying hydrated all throughout practice. He also knows the competitive edge the Jags will have by training on hot days just like today.
It's hot a lot of places in the country. Hopefully it's not hotter. The thing we tell our guys, it shouldn't be hotter. Should be hotter anywhere else. It may be hotter in Arizona, but they have no humidity. We're going to be outside, so we need to practice outside anytime that we get the chance.
Stefano stresses the importance of hydration, but it goes further than that for this medical team.
I also want them drinking the water to Powerade throughout practice. We have, the ice towels kind of for break and throughout practice time. It's not just about the fluid intake as well. We got to get some carbs to kind of go through practice.
And as for the Jag football players, the humid August heat is another test to make them better on the football field.
We playing in 108 degrees. We know that's going to be the hottest we ever played in, so we try to make practice harder than the game is going to be.
We're not worrying about the element. All thing we worry about is the football field. It's going to be 100 yards wherever we go. So
in Mobile, Colin Cahill, NBC 15 News. Football on the plains as Auburn's famed Eagle flies in before the game to kick things off. Mobile Christian taking the field in their first state title game since 2016. Leopards up 3-0 in the first and look to add to it. Kason Linke finds Nicholas Ellis on the screen pass, and he's gone. No one touches him. 85 yards for the 10-0 lead. Fast forward to the fourth quarter now. Leopards now down 20-17 after a furious comeback from Piedmont. Linke finds Toller Kegley on a third down conversion, and he takes it down to the 1-yard line. On fourth down, Deontay Lawson rumbles in. Leopards lead 24-20 with just under 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Big play, fourth down, Piedmont's Elijah Johnson rumbles for a first down to keep the drive alive. 2 plays later, 35 seconds to go, freshman quarterback Aaron Hayes finds Jakari Foster behind the defense for the go-ahead touchdown, 26-24 after a failed 2-point conversion. Leopards' final chance now, Linke chased out of the pocket, throws it up, and it's picked off by Jackson Hayes on defense. The Leopards come up just short in the state title game. Battle for the belt traveled to Troy, Alabama for a midweek tilt. After a Troy field goal early, the Jags march down the field. Sweet play here to Kawan Baker as he gets the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Troy defense stood tall, though, as Cephas Johnson gets stopped in the backfield by a host of Trojans. The Jags would settle for a short field goal to tie it up 3-3 early on. The Trojans would drive down the field and in the drive with a touchdown pass. As you can see right here, Caleb Barker finds Kalen Geiger in the end zone to make it 10-3 Trojans. Trojans with the ball again now, but this time Barker fumbles, and the Jags jump on it, and now they have great field position. The Jags waste little time. Sweet play again to Kawan Baker, and this time he leaps into the end zone. Jags tie the game 10-10. The teams would trade 2 more field goals to make it 16-10 at halftime. Second half, the Trojans would extend their lead with another touchdown pass here to Kalen Geiger from Caleb Barker. The Jags defense, though, making plays as Travis Reed gets the big interception here, but the Jags can't take advantage of the great field position. Jags head coach Steve Candle talked about the missed opportunities for the Jag offense. The defending state champion UMS Wright taking the field, riding a 32-game winning streak. After an early Jacksonville score, UMS answers with a sweet play with Richard Brinson, who takes it in the end zone to tie things up 7-7. Late in the second quarter, Terry Curtis calls the trick play. Trey Singleton hits the jump pass to James Lawrence, puts the Bulldogs up 14-7 at half. The Bulldog defense steps up as well. Will Breland with a big stop in the backfield. Then it's Benjamin Price who gets in on the action. Another tackle for the loss. The Bulldog defense swarming. Late in the fourth now, MVP Simon Smith puts the game away. 20-yard touchdown run to make it 28-10, and it's time to celebrate.